while the R. Kelly trial goes into day 6. Man, just more shocking testimony. Kelly's defense team cross-examined the unnamed witness who testified on yesterday. He asked the witness to read letters she wrote to the family members while living with Kelly as one of his girlfriends. In one letter, she accused her mother of telling Kelly since he was sleeping with her, he needed to send $10,000 to an account provided by her mother. In another letter to her brother, the witness listed actions their parents allegedly put her up to get money from Kelly, including telling her to lie about her age to him and the police. However, prosecutors argued Kelly forced the witness to write the letters. We have heard all sort of just shocking and damning testimony in this trial here. Federal prosecutors are really laying out a very strong case against R. Kelly. It is one of 3 potential trials he may face. Is going on now, but there are 2 other jurisdictions that he's going to be facing charges, Scott. And so his attorneys, they have an uphill battle, especially when you have women who were with him, who talked about sleeping with him, being forced to do so when they were underage.
Yeah, and while they lied to him about them being underage, while they lied about that, and while they told other public lies, the government explained that away through these witnesses by saying that they were forced to lie because of their fear of R. Kelly. Now, the defense lawyer has been cross-examining these witnesses. He's got to be careful now because he's got a charge whereby he had sex with these women and passed on an STD to them, which is against the law without putting them on notice. He's transporting younger people vis-a-vis statutory rape, whether they lied to him or not, in violation of what we used to call the Mann Act across state lines. And then that he has a racketeering charge where he has a criminal enterprise whereby he invites these women with a team of other people to either incarcerate them in their home, but also to transfer them across state lines, as well as have sex with underage girls. It's a well-charged case against him. And while the defense can nip at the credibility, if you will, how these witnesses, how these women, these victims are holding up on the stand is really impressive. Even though they've lied before, they've explained why they lied. And even if you say they don't have credibility, the fact of the matter is the medical records show that they had sex at an early age or, as a juvenile, 1. But 2, the medical records show that he passed on an STD to them. I think it's going to be a hard road to hoe to get around it, even if you're going to argue at the end with the jury that all of the women are lying, they all wanted money, their families wanted money, and he's in this position because of their greed and he wouldn't give them money. That has nothing to do with whether he engaged in sex with them while they were underage, or he had a criminal enterprise of women who he kept there, and they had to call him daddy and all these other things. And so I don't think the defense gets there in the end. I'm not sure why they haven't entered into a plea agreement, but every case is different. Every defendant is different. And this could put him in jail for quite some time.
Kelly?
I mean, the reason why they haven't entered a plea agreement, in my opinion, is probably because R. Kelly is refusing any plea agreement. If we know anything about R. Kelly, he has an ego. And that is evident in his mannerisms, both on and off stage. That is evident in his personal life and his professional life. None of this surprises me. The fact that he doesn't have a plea deal, the testimony that's coming about in court, again, and I think I said this on your show previously, we have known that R. Kelly is disgusting for decades. It is just coming to light in this regard because of the shift in culture when it comes to believing women, specifically believing Black women, and not letting misogynoir and power overtake one's credibility. This man has a lengthy history of absolutely disgusting behavior towards women and young girls. And the fact that it is just coming to light, or rather just getting to court in this regard again, is really a tragedy and a testimony to how how the justice system just hasn't looked out for these girls, how the justice system hasn't looked out for Black women. Yeah, R. Kelly needs to be under the jail, period. Anything that comes to light now is honestly just icing on top of the crappy cake that he has made for almost 3 decades at this point.
Brianna?
Yeah, I think that he needs to enter into a plea deal. There's not that much more I can say. I hope that it happens, and I hope that when he does enter a plea deal, it's these people that have been victims receive their fair justice, and it's not a crappy one like they gave Bill Cosby. I do think that we need to listen and protect Black women, and it's just atrocious that this has gone on so long. And that last witness was damning. So I don't really know how they're going to come back on the defense. But I do think that a plea deal needs to be entered, and he needs to go away for a while.
Yeah. Hey, Roland, real quick for your listening audience, the fact that they were consensual, at least initially, in having sex or continue to have sex, allegedly consensually, doesn't matter. The conviction and the charges, if they meet those elements, are still going to be the jury can still find against him. There's no contributory negligence or contributory part on the women, whether they were of age or not of age.
Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Football bands and one of the best fan experiences in the country. The Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge kickoff returns to Atlanta on August 28th, along with special guests, College Game Day. Then Alcorn State takes on North Carolina Central with conference bragging rights on the line. Center Park Stadium is the place to be on August 28th. Come tailgate all day before enjoying a primetime matchup on the gridiron. You don't want to miss this. Check out MEACSWACChallenge.com for more information.
And, of course, folks, join Roland Martin Unfiltered in Atlanta Friday and Saturday for the SWAC MEAC Challenge. Friday, we'll be broadcasting live from the Atlanta Braves baseball game. We'll be hearing from the commissioners of the SWAC and MEAC, plus school presidents and other great guests. On Saturday, we'll be from the Coca-Cola fan zone at the stadium where the game is taking place. We'll be broadcasting live. Some great things going on. Tigger's going to be spinning. They got some chefs out there with the Coca-Cola kitchen. We're going to have some phenomenal stuff for you. Plus, we'll be live streaming the halftime show and the concert after the game. Check out Roland Martin Unfiltered on Friday and Saturday. And we thanks all of this in partnership with Coca-Cola, the SWAC MEAC Challenge. We'll see y'all there.